This girl fell out with me because I didn't want to fight her husband's sister. This girl done me so dirty. I don't even think she knows. I had a boyfriend that everybody, literally everyone in Birmingham who knew me and knew this guy knew we were together. I kept getting text messages and phone calls from people saying, Cherry and your man are like hug up and kiss up and like whispering in each other's ears, and they're in the corner of the party. Saffron, can you come to this party? Obviously dress up or whatever, but I want to knock this girl out. Arrested from her own house as well. Because I am not doing my hair today. Well, for this video anyway. If I have to do my hair, I'm not doing the video. One or the other. I've had a really bad experience making friends, keeping friends, just having friends in general, girls specifically. So I just thought I'd make a video on all the bad experiences I've had. Well, not all of them, but most of the bad experiences I've had with friendships and why I can count my friends on one hand. It's not to say that I don't want friends. I'd love to make friends. In fact, that's something I'd love to do in 2019. I'd love to make friends, real friends, just girls that I can hang out with, do fun things with, go to the cinema, go out to eat, go to the park, go for walks, sleepovers, just stuff like that, because I literally haven't done that since school due to terrible experiences. Okay, so the first person I'm gonna speak about is a girl that I was best friends with in school. We will call her PB. We'll call her PB. She was honestly like a sister to me. She was such an angel. Like, honestly, she wouldn't even hurt a fly. She wouldn't speak badly about anyone. She wouldn't cuss anyone. She didn't care about drama or mix up or anything like that. She was just her own person. She just cared about herself, her friends, her family, having a good time, getting her work done. She was really nice. Then she ended up getting a boyfriend, which she was still really nice, and I'm sure she was really nice to him as well. And to be fair, I think she's still a really nice person to date. But she effed up, man. Honestly, this girl done me so dirty. I don't even think she knows how much. Like, I didn't hate her. I wasn't angry at her. But I was so hurt by her that I just couldn't even stand to have... I couldn't even stand to have a picture of her on my phone. Bearing in mind, all of my pictures from school, almost all of my pictures from school were with this girl. So one day, obviously I've told her one of my deepest, darkest secrets. She knew everything about me. There wasn't anything that PB didn't know about me. And one day I got a message from her boyfriend saying to me, I know this about you. PB told me this, and don't even try and deny it. And then he said to me, tell PB to bring me my chain. I think he said something like, she's got an hour or she's got until this time to bring me my chain. Or I'm going to tell your brother what PB told me. So I was so scared. I didn't even reply to the message. I just tried to call her. I was calling her. And then I told her what he had messaged to me, and she was just like, I'm so sorry. She started crying. She was like, I'm so sorry. I said, what? Why did you tell him? And she was like, well, we were just laying down and talking about certain things, and then your situation came to mind, and it just went with the story. So I told him your situation as an example for the conversation we were having. To me, that's not a reason, regardless. Like, if you're pillow talking with your man, you should not be telling your best friend's deepest, darkest secrets, because I was there first and I would have been there after. But obviously she's told him. So I didn't even know what to say at the time. I was like, he's saying he wants his chain back, or he's going to tell my brother. And then he sent me another message. It was a screenshot of him typing to my brother. Like, he had written out the message of what he was going to say to my brother, and he says, as soon as it hits this time, I'm pressing send. And then I told her that he had said that, and she was just like, Saffron, I've got an exam. I can't make it for that time. I have an exam. So I was like, can't you bring it before? But I think by the time I was talking to her, it was already too late. She had to make her way to her exam. So I was like, oh my gosh, my world's going to come crumbling down. So I went to my sister, told her everything that had happened. And I was like, I don't know what to do, because she's told him this and he's going to tell my brother. And the only person who knew in this world was my sister and PB. So I didn't know what to do. Anyway, my sister was fuming, and PB finished her exam. She called me. I think she called her boyfriend first, and then she called me, and my sister was just shouting in the background like, no, she's fake, don't trust her, this and that, just shouting that she's fake. So anyway, that situation died down. I don't know whether she got the chain to him, or I know he didn't message my brother, because I asked my brother. I didn't talk to PB for about probably 6 months. I didn't talk to her for about 6 months after that. But then I missed her, like literally every day I missed her, because I spoke to this girl every day. Every single thing I would talk to her about. Obviously I had other friends at the time. I hadn't lost all my friends at this time, but she was the main girl that I used to speak to. Can't remember if we spoke about it or not. I don't know how that ended, to be fair. But I just remember missing her. Like, I missed her for years. I really missed her for years. And one year, I think I was at university. I'd gone to university by this time. And I was just messaging her saying, you know, like, we need to meet up and stuff like that. Obviously, I know it's a bit weird because we haven't spoken for so long. But, like, I missed her. And I'm the kind of person, I will cling on to a friendship, a relationship for as long as possible until I'm really just done. But we never ever ended up meeting up. I don't know if she felt weird as well. I don't know if she felt weird because obviously she had done something wrong and she knew she did something wrong. And then obviously the way how I reacted to it and whatever, I don't know. But I think it was like up until about 2 years ago, I just got over it. I was never holding a grudge against her though. As I said, I was not angry. Like, I was just hurt. I was really hurt by it. The second person, we are going to call her Cherry. We'll call her Cherry. So Cherry and I went to primary school together, and then growing up through secondary school, we didn't speak that much going through secondary school, but coming towards, say, probably year 9, I had moved to the same road as her, so I guess we became friends again. And we got really, really, really close. Like, we was at each other's house. We would always, literally, I would knock on her door to come to the shop with me. We would go to church together every Sunday, always on the phone. We were just close. And then one day, I had a boyfriend. It's always got to do with boys, isn't it? I had a boyfriend that everybody, literally everyone in Birmingham who knew me and knew this guy, knew we were together. And even when we broke up, they would still associate us as like Saf and So Cherry knew that, and Cherry would hang out with us. She used to come to my house, and when he was there, she just knew. Everyone knew. But he ended up having a birthday party, and my mom told me that I couldn't go, and she didn't feel comfortable with me going to that area, especially because she's had an experience before where she didn't want my big sister to go to a party, and she let my sister, and I think she didn't let my sister go to the party, and something really bad happened there. So her gut instinct was telling me, no, you can't go to the party. Fine, I had to stay in. I was vexed. I was supposed to be going with Cherry. Cherry went anyway without me, knowing that the guy is my boyfriend. She knew, like, there was no hiding it. But I kept getting text messages and phone calls from people saying, Cherry and your man are like hug up and kiss up and like whispering in each other's ears, and they're in the corner of the party, this and that. So I was like, no way, no way, no way. Well, one, I didn't think that he would go for her. And two, I didn't think that she would do that with my man, bearing in mind we were close. Okay, so I'm editing this video and I managed to delete the next clip, so I'm just gonna have to say it now. I was talking to who my boyfriend was at the time, and I just said to him, did that really happen? Just tell the truth. Tell me the truth. Nothing's gonna happen. I'm not gonna break up with you. I'm not gonna argue with you. I'm not gonna fight or anything. Just tell me. And he ended up telling me the truth. He was like, okay, fair enough. You know what? Yeah, it is what people thought it was. And then one of the days, Cherry was gonna come to my house. So she's knocked on my door. Remember I said we live on the same road. She's knocked on my door and I said to her, are you sure nothing happened? And she was swearing blind. She was swearing blind that nothing had happened at the party and it was all in my head and whatever. So I said to her, you do know that I've spoken to him and he's told me that he's confirmed it. He said that it's true what people are saying. So she just looked completely gobsmacked. She just didn't know what to say to me, and I can't remember what was said in that moment, but I just remember closing the door in her face. And whatever we had planned for that day did not go ahead. Years down the line, we didn't speak then. I think we might have had an argument probably once after that, but years down the line, I was on Periscope and she came into my scope and was just like laughing at some of the stuff that I was saying. So I was just like, is that Cherry? Like Cherry, as in Cherry who tried to tease my man Cherry? Like, why are you laughing at what I'm saying? And she was just like, oh, like, don't be like that. I do apologize. Like, she just kept saying sorry. She wanted to speak to me privately. So I done a private scope and I put her in there and she was typing and I was obviously on the camera. And she was just like, I understand how you feel now because I went through the same thing with a guy recently and I didn't realise what I was doing was so wrong and that it would make you feel that way. To me, regardless whether you go through it or not, you would know not to frigging rub up on your girlfriend's man. Like, I'm your friend. What the hell? Anyway, she was just saying she's really, really sorry and she feels like she got her karma. She understands that what she did was wrong. So, yeah. She added me back on like, some social media stuff, but we don't talk. We're not friends. I'm sure I've seen her once or twice since and I don't think we've said hello to each other. But I'm not holding a grudge. I'm not holding hate in my heart. It's just that me and her could never be friends again, ever. The third girl, we're going to call her Selfridges because she loved Selfridges. We were best friends from school, through college, university, friends, best of friends, whatever. This girl fell out with me because I didn't want to fight her husband's sister. It sounds so dumb, but that is actually what happened. So obviously you've got your story about we was there for each other through thick and thin. Like, nobody could mess with any of us. We're always going to have each other's back and this and that, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So, she ended up getting married or whatever like that. That's fine. I'm not going to say she changed, but she was having certain situations where she weren't really getting on with the sister-in-law, which is fair enough. That happens. One day, I think her sister-in-law was having a party for the little sister. The sister-in-law she didn't like. just to be fair, she was she was doing the most. Like, the sister-in-law was doing the most to Selfridges. But at the end of the day, you chose to marry into that family, so I'm not going to get involved, because all that's going to happen is you're going to make up with your man, and then you're going to make up with the sister-in-law, and I'm going to be sitting here like the bad guy. So anyway, she said to me, Saffron, can you come to this party? Obviously dress up or whatever, but I want to knock this girl out. I was like, no. I was like, one, it sounds like a setup, and two, I'm not getting involved. Then her mum phoned me, and her mum was like, can you go down to the house and see what's going on with Selfridges and the sister-in-law? And I said to the mum, look, I'm right in the middle of uni. I'm doing my placement year. I'm growing up. I'm not really into all this fighting and drama, stuff that have nothing to do with me. I really don't want any part of it. And at the end of the day, they're just going to make up. So I said to the mum, can you go? Not in a cheeky way, but for me, if it's my child, I'm going to fight for my child, or I'm going to go make sure my child's okay. I don't feel like I should have felt responsible for Selfridges. Even though, yes, we're really good friends. As far as I'm concerned, there was no need for a fight, and I didn't need to be there. I hadn't been invited there any other time, and I wasn't invited to the party because they were having a party. I was invited there to fight. No, not me. No. So I think the mom, Selfridges' mom, called Selfridges and said, why can't you be more like Saffron? She's in uni, she don't want to fight, she don't want no trouble. Why can't you be like her? Rah, 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 rah. And basically just made Selfridges feel really crap about herself, which I think isn't actually fair, but I can see why a parent would say that to their child, because if you feel like your child's always in drama and then they've got a friend who's not actually in drama, you're going to ask them, why can't you be like that, or say something along them lines. So Selfridges ended up calling me saying, oh my gosh, I just had a fight with her and the police are coming and rah, 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 rah. I think the sister-in-law ended up getting arrested from her own house as well. She got arrested, and I was just like, you see what I mean though? If I was there, I would have been a part of that, and I would have probably been the one. I've never been arrested in my life. I've never been in trouble with the police ever. So that wasn't going to be my first time. I hope you know. They had all that drama, and then she called me back again after. This was actually the same day as my other friend's mom's birthday. So I was getting ready to go out for my friend's mom's birthday. She phoned me whilst I was at my sister's house. And she was like, did you say to my mum this? Did you say to my mum that? Why was you doing this? Who do you think you are? Do you think you're better than me? You know what I'm going through? Yeah, the way how my voice is annoying when I'm saying that, that's what she was doing down the phone to me in my ear. It was bothering me. I was right in front of my big sister and my niece. I think my niece was about probably 1 or 2 at the time. I'm not going to sit there shouting down the phone in front of my niece. My niece doesn't need to be exposed to those kind of environments. She's not in that kind of environment where people are shouting around her. So I let Selfridges shout and shout and shout down the phone, and I waited until my sister had done my hair, and then I left, went back to my house, and I phoned her back. And when I say I cussed so bad. Don't get me wrong, she was cussing as well, but she was cussing because I had said to her mum I don't want to get involved, so she thought I was being fake. I'm cussing because I think she's fake for wanting me to get involved and get in trouble with her over foolishness. So we ended up falling out, and then we didn't talk for about probably 2 months, and then we tried to speak about it again. That didn't go well. Anyway, I'm sorry I had to come in here looking such a mess, but if I didn't make this video, I was not going to make this video at all whatsoever. So it is what it is. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Comment, like, subscribe, and I'm never gonna say that. Bye.